Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having an amazing day. So I recently did this set for one of my daughter's friends. It was a request. She had an inspo picture and I fell in love. So I'm going to recreate this press-on set that I did on my nails using dip powder. I'm going to do the gel method, but you can do this entire thing with dip liquids if you want. It's going to be super simple. I'm going to show you how to do the nail art later. It is so easy, y'all. If I can do this, y'all can do this. So here's everything I'm going to be using for the manicure. Not many products, 3 dip colors, 2 gel colors, and then my gel base and my gel top. That is it. I know I've had a lot of questions about working with black dip powder because I know the struggle is real. It can stain, get everywhere. I'm going to tell you right now, the best thing you can do with black dip powder or any deep, dark, pigmented shade is pour over. I'm telling you, I know it sounds simple, like a simple fix, but pouring over can really make a huge difference. You're not going to push your dip base or your gel base up to your cuticles, into your sidewalls if you're pouring over. Watch how easy this application was with the pour over method. You're going to see. I was a little shook, and I'm only going to do 1 coat of this. This is Revel's Barbara. It's a deep black, and I only need 1 dip. That is it. And no staining whatsoever. Pour over is the key, y'all. Stop dipping into jars. Pour your stuff over. I'm a pour over girl from now until the end of time. I just find it so much easier to get a clean application. So 1 dip of that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do an encapsulation. So I don't use clear dip powder over gel liquids because they don't play well. They look grainy and cloudy and not clear. So I'm going to do a coat of gel base, cure that, and then a coat of gel top and cure that. And in case you're wondering, I am curing the gel when I pour over dip powder for 2 full minutes. I want to make sure that it's completely cured. So now I'm going to move on to the glitter. This gorgeous red glitter, again, 1 coat coverage. I'm going to do the entire nail, cuticle to free edge. Super simple. This is a chromable glitter, y'all. So if you want to chrome this, you totally could. I didn't because I wanted that glitter look. But it is a dual purpose glitter / chrome. And again, I'm going to cure this for 2 full minutes. I'm going to also use Revel's Pina Colada. That's the nudie beige color I'm going to put on my ring finger. That's where the blood drips are going to go. I do have to do 2 full coats of the Pina Colada. It is a little bit more sheer, less opaque than the black and the red. And then I'm going to encapsulate that as well. So here's something I really appreciate about using the gel method. You can take your time. This is not going to dry until you put it in the lamp to cure it. And I am using a 48-watt lamp. If you need good lamp recommendations, check out my Amazon storefront down below. I have a bunch down there that I have used and loved and highly recommend. 48 watts though is the key, or higher. That's what you're going to need to cure your gel completely. But you can take your time and clean up anything that might have gotten into your cuticle area, under your skin, on your skin, in your sidewalls. Clean it up before you cure. That way you don't risk potential for gel allergies. If you want to know more about how to prevent gel allergies, I recently did a video on just that, and I will leave that up in the cards for you. So I'm going to go ahead, get this fully cured. Again, 2 full minutes. Why do you ask? The lights can take a little bit more time to penetrate through the dip powder that you're putting over the gel. So I like to give it a little more time to bake than normal. Again, I want to make sure that I'm not setting myself up for a potential gel allergy. So once I have that done and cured, I'm going to go ahead and dust off excess. I am doing that off camera because this glitter is going to get everywhere. I'm dusting it right into my trash can because I don't want a glitter mess all over the place. And now we're going to get into the Pina Colada. Everything, I don't know if I mentioned this, everything will be linked down below for you guys. If you're new here, welcome to my nail shenanigans. I'm Marlakris. I'm so glad you're joining me today. I hope you'll consider subscribing. I would love to have you. And if you like this video at some point while you're watching, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It actually really helps out my channel. So I'm going to do 2 full dips of this, again, only because it's not as opaque as the other 2 colors, but that's not a big deal. I'm a normal 2 dip girl anyway, so I was pleasantly surprised I didn't need to do that for the black or for the glitter. But 2 full dips of this, curing each coat for 2 full minutes. Then I'm going to do the same thing, with this nail and the glitter nail that I did with the black nail, and I'm going to encapsulate with a coat of gel base and a coat of gel top. Then we're going to file and buff off camera. I will leave my whole filing and shaping and buffing routine either up in the cards or down in the description for you to check out in case you want to see how I do that. And then I'm going to show you how to do this super simple Halloween nail art. So these required literally no filing. I went over everything with a buffer and that was literally it. So we're going to do blood drips first. I've got some red gel polish and my dotting tool, and I'm going to start by making 3 dots on the nail. And they're each going to be at different heights. The one in the center is going to be the lowest or the highest, depending on which way you're looking at your nail. And then I'm going to stagger the other 2 on either side. Once I have all the dots where I want them, all I'm going to do is put my dotting tool down in the dot and drag it slowly and gently up, and it's naturally going to create this blood drip effect. Once I have the drips all dragged up to the cuticle area, I'm going to take the smaller end of my dotting tool and that red gel polish and round out those drip lines and fill in the back towards the cuticle area. That's it. Blood drips done. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure this for a full minute. You're going to see after I cure, I'm going to take some alcohol on a lint-free wipe and wipe the nail down, because this red, I know this red, it's a beautiful red from Color Club, but the tacky inhibition layer tends to bleed, and I don't want to smear the nude dip powder underneath it with red when I go to top coat later. So I'm going to clean off that tacky layer, make sure there's no bleeding from that red color. And then we're going to move on to the ghost face. Okay, last step of this manicure, we're going to do ghost face. So I got some white gel polish, and I'm going to use my liner brush for the first part of this. We're going to just do a basic shape of ghost face, and that's kind of a rounded top, almost like a skull face, if you will. So a very rounded top, a big poofy like cheek area, and then we're going to narrow it down into the chin mouth area in the center of the nail. So that's the basic shape we're going to do for ghost face, and I'm going to fill this entire thing in with white, and then we're going to cure. After we cure, we're going to do the eyes, the nose, and the scream mouth. So I went ahead and cured that for a full minute. Now I've got some black gel polish, and for this part I'm going to use my dotting tool. And the first thing I'm going to do is get the eyes where I want them. Now the Scream Ghost Face eyes kind of look like chubby beans, if you will. So I'm going to make a chubby bean kind of in the center going towards the side, and then another one on the other side. This is kind of going to be not like he's looking straight at you, like the face is kind of turned a little bit, so the eyes don't have to be perfect. And then we're going to do the Scream mouth, which is going to be on that lower left-hand corner. The nose, super simple. The nose is going to be literally 2 dots with the smaller end of my dotting tool that I drag up, kind of like I was doing the blood drips, but I'm going to drag that into kind of an upside down heart shape, and that's going to be the ghost face nose. You're going to see me mess with everything for a hot minute until I get it exactly the way I want it. And that's another reason why I love using gel polishes for art like this, because you literally can. You can mess with this as much as you want. It's not going to dry until you cure it. You can do all of this nail art with regular polish or with acrylic paint if you wanted to. You do not have to use gel polish. You know me, I'm a gel polish kind of girl, so that's what I'm using. But after I have this exactly the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and give it a full 60-second cure. And then all we have to do is top coat. So here's the finished look. I could not be more obsessed. By far, hands down, my favorite Halloween mani that I have ever done to date. You guys will have to let me know what you think. Let me know if you try this. If you do, tag me because I want to see all the things. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.